Here's your Jazel Auto News update for June 21st.
And our first story today is it looks like Stellantis could be the next automaker to join GM and Ford by adopting Tesla's NACS charging port.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good for consumers. I mean, it seems silly that they would have all had different charging ports to begin with. It should have always been universal. Like, there's not a different port to put gasoline in your car. Why would there be a different port to charge it?
Yeah. And I think, Tesla didn't go with the kind of SAE standard, but from what I've read and heard, I think it seems like their port's honestly better. It's cheaper to make, it's easier to use, it's smaller, but it still supports, the fast charging. And of course, Tesla has the largest charging network. So I think this all kind of makes sense. Yeah, and like you said, good for the consumer. And there is a new electric vehicle that's been shown off that is actually a very small electric truck. They're calling it like an urban truck. Looks kind of interesting.
I feel like it looks pretty goofy, to be honest. I think it's a really niche audience of like who's actually going to buy this thing. You might get people who say, "Oh, that's kind of neat," but the people who actually buy it, I don't imagine they're going to be many.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice with the interesting there. It is a little funky, that's for sure.
And then it's like even the photo they had there, it's like a guy with a surfboard. And if you look at the surfboard close enough, it looks like maybe a child surfboard, to be honest.
Yeah, with being the size of roughly, I think they said like a Mini Cooper in like footprint. Yeah, not too much utility. And BMW has said that the current M2 will probably be their last vehicle to feature a manual transmission as they kind of shift to electric. And most people who want vehicles want automatics now by overwhelming majority.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. I mean, if you're a real manual, car enthusiast, it's pretty sad. But I think it's like less than 20% of Americans even know how to drive manual, and that's a number that's probably not going up anytime soon. So you can kind of see what they're doing behind it, and the automatic transmissions have gotten so good that it's like the only reason you would be driving manual is just for like the enjoyment of it.
But Toyota is one company that kind of refuses to let the manual transmission die, and they're actually developing one for electric vehicles with a kind of simulated clutch.
So is there any benefit to having a clutch, or is it literally just
I don't think it actually does anything. It's all just fake. Like it'll feel like an actual clutch supposedly, but
like sport mode on a
and I don't even know if this will have actual gears per se. It may have like a couple, like maybe the Porsche 2-speed electric transmission that they have, but
is it literally just a pedal that does nothing?
Yeah, it's kind of just to give you that engagement, but the comments I've seen already, people are like, well, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Toyota has announced some new R&D developments with their solid state batteries, which I think will probably be the next big shift in electric vehicles, kind of offering a lot more range. They're saying, over 600 miles of range, and also a 40% reduction in cost.
I mean, yeah, since the beginning stages of the electric vehicles, those are like the two biggest hurdles to get over is obviously the cost of the vehicle, but then the range too. I mean, where they started, when Tesla or Polaris or whoever just rolled out their first ones to now, like obviously range has gone up, but it's not gone up as much as we would have hoped until, now if you're getting over 500 miles out of one charge, that's incredible.
And another new electric EV startup from Italy has revealed their new electric sedan called the Era. And I think it looks all right. It's kind of looks like a little bit like a Lamborghini to me, but kind of stretched out.
I think it's very sleek looking. It's kind of exactly what I'd expect from my people.
And Xbox has revealed the new Forza Motorsport game, which will be coming out October 10th for Xbox Series S, X, and PC. And I don't know, looks fantastic.
Just from like the preview on the article, it's like the graphics look hyper realistic. Like you almost couldn't tell it wasn't, a video. It was a video game.
And I think they're saying 500 cars, 20 tracks, and a brand new physics and graphics engine. So yeah, pretty big upgrade from the last Forza Motorsport. And Volkswagen has discontinued the Arteon luxury sedan, which has never really been a huge sales success for them, as kind of people have migrated away from higher end sedans.
Yeah, maybe less is more in this case. I wouldn't be surprised if other automakers started kind of whittling down, their offerings a little bit more and just providing maybe more options on the vehicles that they do keep.
Yeah, I think we've already kind of seen that a little bit with Ford and Chevrolet kind of getting rid of most of their lower sales vehicles like the Impala and the Ford Focus, things like that.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see what Jazel can do for you, make sure you click on the link down in the description to get started with the free demo. And if you want to see more of what's coming next, make sure you subscribe, like, and favorite the video to see what we've got coming soon. Have a good day.